The cost of DEI programs at our collegiate institutions has become a really big discussion across the country. Just last Friday, the University of Florida terminated their DEI program, which cut 28 staffers and $5 million from their budget. So what did you find at the University of Virginia?
Well, the spending in Virginia is a lot bigger than what it was at the University of Florida. We actually found that 235 staffers committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion programs at Virginia. That included 82 students. Some of those are on half or full tuition equivalent waivers to work on these programs. And we didn't capture all of it, Jan. There's a lot of hidden staffers. But what we did find is in the 27 key schools within the university in Virginia, they all employ diversity staffers and leaders and directors. And so you've got the medical school, you've got the business school, you have the engineering school, and even the police department employing directors of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And are the most highly compensated DEI executives at UVA. We have a chart right here.
Well, you have Martin Davison. Who is he? He's the global chief of diversity at the Darden Business School at UVA. Now, he makes $451,000 cash compensation, and when you tack on the cost of 30% for benefits, his total student and taxpayer cost rivals $580,000. Governor of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin, makes a $175,000 base salary. You've got the second most highly compensated DEI executive at Virginia. That's Ken Donald. He's in charge of the entire DEI university operation. He makes more on cash compensation than the President of the United States. He made $401,000 last year, $520,000 with benefits. You've got a lot of vice presidents of equity and inclusion, like Rachel Spraker. Rachel Spraker, she's been very transparent about her beliefs. Her total cash compensation rivals about $240,000 a year. She's actually said that back in Appalachia, where people are dying of the opioid overdoses, that's the result of white toxicity.
Findings versus what they're reporting.
So our findings are actually based on their data. We filed a Freedom of Information Act request for their entire payroll database, and then we went through it for all the diversity, equity, and inclusion department employees and those that have DEI in their title, and it's 235. And we released this this database transparently on our website so everybody can take a look at it. And for over the course of the past year, the university has undercounted their spending and their headcount on staffers. For example, to the New York Times last year, they only represented—
Not included in these numbers.
Well, here's one of them. She's an assistant professor in the psychology department. Expert on Black female sexuality, and she claims a certified sexologist, and she speaks online about her orgasms. Jan, you can't make this stuff up. Here's another one. She's the DEI lead over in the university library system. Since she doesn't have diversity, equity, inclusion in her job title, we left her out of the database.
Now, how did you choose University of Virginia for this investigation?
Well, this is the school founded by Thomas Jefferson, our nation's third president, the author of the Declaration of Independence. All men are created equal, and the university has gone in a different philosophical direction. They're touting this word of equity, which means behind the effort, and they're tarnishing Jeffersonian principles.
And as we know, equal opportunity does not always equal equal outcome. Founder and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski, thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jan.